Wednesday morning at Annunciation Catholic Church in Minneapolis began with hymns and prayers, a peaceful start to the school year. The sun rose gently over the city, casting a warm glow on families as they made their way into the church, hopeful for a day filled with faith and community. Parents held their children's hands, exchanging smiles with neighbors, while teachers greeted students at the doors. The air was filled with anticipation and the comforting rituals of a new academic year. The pews were filled with students, faculty, and parishioners gathered for a sacred mass. The choir's voices echoed through the sanctuary and candles flickered softly, illuminating faces bowed in prayer. It was a moment of unity, where generations came together to seek blessings and guidance for the months ahead. Suddenly, gunfire shattered the calm, turning sanctuary into chaos. The sound was deafening, echoing off the stone walls and sending shockwaves through the congregation. In an instant, the sacred space was transformed from a haven of peace into a scene of terror. Bullets tore through stained glass, sending the congregation, children included, scrambling for cover. Shards of colored glass rained down and the cries of the frightened mingled with the chaos. Parents shielded their children, teachers tried to guide students to safety, and panic swept through the pews. Panic and confusion reigned as prayers became desperate cries for safety. The once orderly rows dissolved into frantic movement, with people searching for loved ones in shelter. The sense of security that had filled the church only moments before was replaced by fear and uncertainty. When the shooting stopped, 2 young students had lost their lives and 17 others were wounded. The toll was devastating, leaving families shattered and a community in mourning. The church steps, once a place of welcome, became a site of heartbreak as paramedics rushed to help the injured. First responders rushed in, transforming the church into a triage center. Medical teams worked urgently, tending to the wounded amid the pews while police secured the area. The bravery and compassion of these responders offered a glimmer of hope in the midst of tragedy. News of the attack spread quickly, shocking Minneapolis and the nation. Television screens and phones lit up with breaking news, and the story dominated headlines. The horror of what had happened at Annunciation Catholic Church reverberated far beyond the city's borders. A place meant for safety and learning had become the site of tragedy. Classrooms stood empty, school supplies left behind in the rush to escape. Outside, a growing memorial of flowers and candles marked the community's collective grief. The community was left reeling, searching for answers in the aftermath. Vigils were held, neighbors embraced, and prayers were offered for the victims and their families. In the face of heartbreak, the people of Minneapolis came together, determined to support one another. The pain of that day would linger as the search for the shooter's motive began. Investigators combed through evidence, while the community struggled to make sense of the senseless violence. The memory of that morning would forever be etched in the hearts of all who were there. Police quickly identified 23-year-old Robin Westman as the shooter. He acted alone, bringing a rifle, shotgun, and pistol, all purchased legally. The arsenal and planning revealed chilling intent to inflict maximum harm. The fact that Westman obtained his weapons through legal channels reignited debate over gun laws. How could someone with such violent intentions arm himself so easily? The tragedy forced the nation to confront the challenge of balancing gun rights with public safety. Sometimes the simplest precautions can make all the difference. Locking the church doors after Mass began wasn't just a routine, it became a crucial, life-saving decision that day. This small act of vigilance transformed the church into a sanctuary, keeping danger at bay when it mattered most. Westman, unable to breach the locked doors, was forced to remain outside. His plans for greater harm were thwarted, and the locked entrance prevented him from inflicting even more devastation inside the church. This barrier bought precious, irreplaceable time for those inside. Every second counted, and the locked doors gave everyone a critical window to react and seek safety. Teachers and staff didn't hesitate. In those tense moments, they acted with remarkable speed and clarity, guiding students to safety under pews, shielding them from harm, and offering comfort amid chaos. Their courage and quick thinking prevented further loss of life. By staying calm and focused, they protected the most vulnerable and ensured that fear did not take over. Law enforcement and city leaders later praised their heroism, recognizing the extraordinary bravery and selflessness shown by the educators and staff that day. In the darkest moments, these educators became protectors, standing strong for their students, offering reassurance, and showing what true leadership looks like under pressure. Their actions stand as a powerful testament to the impact of preparation, unity, and bravery. In the face of danger, ordinary people became heroes, forever changing the lives of those they protected. The loss of 2 students sent shockwaves through families and the entire Minneapolis community, leaving a deep sense of grief and disbelief. Parents, siblings, and friends struggled to process the tragedy, their lives forever changed in an instant. The halls of Annunciation Catholic School, once filled with laughter, now echoed with sorrow and unanswered questions. 17 others, including both children and adults, suffered injuries, some of them serious. Emergency responders worked tirelessly to provide care and reassurance, and while all are expected to survive, the physical and emotional scars will linger for years to come. In the days that followed, candlelight vigils and heartfelt memorials sprang up across the city. Neighbors, classmates, and strangers alike gathered to mourn, share stories, and offer comfort, united by a collective sense of loss and a desire to support one another. Mayor Jacob Frey, along with school officials and first responders, publicly praised the faculty's courage and the swift, coordinated response of police and emergency teams, whose actions helped prevent an even greater tragedy. Parents, their voices trembling with emotion, shared their heartbreak and fears for their children's safety, echoing the pain and anxiety felt by so many throughout the city. In the face of tragedy, the community forged new bonds. Residents rallied together, delivering meals, offering shelter, and providing emotional support to those most affected, determined to help each other heal. Flowers, candles, and handwritten messages of hope lined the church steps and school entrance, each one a testament to the love and solidarity that emerged in the aftermath. Amid overwhelming sorrow, the resilience and compassion of the Minneapolis community began to shine through, offering hope for healing and a renewed sense of unity in the days ahead. Investigators searched for answers, combing through evidence in Westman's writings. His documents revealed deep-seated hatred, but no clear reason for targeting the church or school. The lack of motive left the community unsettled. The legal purchase of weapons reignited calls for stronger gun laws and background checks. Leaders and citizens debated how to prevent future tragedies through legislation and early intervention. The challenge identifying warning signs before violence erupts. As Minneapolis heals, the hope is that this tragedy will inspire real change and protect other communities.